Friends, how's everybody doing today? Sorry, let's get this set up. I promise I'm gonna get better at all this, man. Better equipment. But honestly, I like doing it just like this. I'm not gonna get too good. Let's put it that way. Um, One of my favorite people that does stuff similar that has influenced me with doing this kind of video stuff is Joe Bonamassa. I'm a big fan of his, always have been. Um, and I love how the dude just picks up his guitar, and I'm assuming a lot of his videos, like on Instagram and stuff, he's just doing his with his phone, like I do. I like that. I like that somebody's just being honest, um, with no production and just plugging in their guitar and letting it rip. I mean, that's the kind of music I like. I like people that aren't hiding, they're not pretending, they're just picking up their instrument and playing. And it showcases all the hours of work um, that goes into it on the reel. Instead of all this fakeness and hiding and pretending and having other people play your parts and all this crazy stuff that goes on in this wacky business that we're into. Um, so yeah, big props to Joe Bonamassa, man. He's I think one of the best guitar players out there right now. Can play all styles. It's pretty incredible that he's not just a blues guitar player. Incredible singer, writes great music. Yo, what up, John? How are you, dude? So I like that, man. It's been a very big influence on me watching guys like Joe Bonamassa just like set up his phone in his kitchen and just start ripping on the guitar, man. It's just so cool and it's a real change to hear that because I feel like in the metal world nowadays, like everybody's just like way too produced, too polished. Um, there's too many of these playthrough videos where the dudes aren't even playing. They're just like kind of just doing like a music video thing. I really like this whole concept of just hitting record and playing and showcasing all the even little mistakes here and there. I think that's cool, man. I think it's natural. So yeah, props to Joe Bonamassa and Eric Johnson's another one of those guys. I love following Eric Johnson on Instagram and on his YouTube live feeds because it's just him basically sitting down playing guitar or standing up at a studio and just letting it rip, man. I just think that's so cool, dude. And that's what I'm into is people that are really playing their instruments to a high level, um, with no smoke and mirrors, no production, just plugging in the guitar and letting it rip. I mean, that's basically what I'm doing here. Look, I'm playing this beautiful SG, and then I'm just going through a little Boss Katana, like I've told you guys before. There's nothing fancy here, dude. Look, I'll show it to you. This is all I'm using, guys. Little Boss Katana. I got my little iPod dock station, whatever the hell you call it, hooked up. And a lot of times I just find backing tracks online and just let it rip. And that's how I like to jam. So, what's up, Raw? On the agenda today, well, I'm trying to stick to my schedule. I've been posting up that I'm on the weekdays. I'll be going Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think we said like 6:30 every day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think Sunday, then I go on in the afternoon a little bit earlier. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to stick to the schedule. It was a little hard last week because I was out at NAM, flew out to California, did NAM, played a solo gig in Santa Ana. That was really good. I had a really good time doing that. Unfortunately, the Hail the Horns tour got canceled for who knows exactly what. Um, I know it definitely was some ticket issues. Hey, this happens. But I really wanted to go out there and try to do the whole tour solo, but it just didn't work out like that. I wasn't able to do it, so I was able to do one show in Santa Ana at a place called La Santa, which was a really really cool show. Oh, you missed the show, Ra, with El Nino in Dallas with Down. That was an incredible night, man. We had an excellent show. Down was amazing. Really, really, those guys are one of my favorite bands of all time, man. I've always loved Down, especially that first record, man. That bluesy vibe. I love Kirk from Crowbar's guitar playing and Pepper's guitar playing, and everybody was really cool. And I heard there may be talks that maybe we'll do more with Down. So I hope that happens. So yeah, it was cool. Phil's a great singer, man, and honestly, some of my favorite stuff Phil ever did was in Down. I like that bluesy um, vibe that he was doing with Down. So that was pretty cool to also watch him every night and let it rip and rock, man. So yeah, man, Good stuff, man. So yeah, I was out in California for the last week, and then while I was out there, my very good friend Dale Rage, big video director, awesome dude, does movies too. He's a great dude, good friend. Um, did you squash the beef? Well, I squashed the beef, Edwardian, obviously with some of the guys, and then I mean, I haven't talked to like Chris in a very long time, and I really have no interest in talking to him at all. I'm very very happy with what we're doing. I'm very happy that I reconnected with Laz and Dave, and we talked about a lot of great things, and you know patched up if there was any issues back in the past, and everything's all good. And I love our new singer Marcos, man. I've been wanting to be in a band with Marcos for a very long time since I first met him. I always loved his vocals. I was really into his old band, Shattered Sun, and we're doing it, and it's great. I'm very very excited about this version of El Nino, and honestly, I really prefer the stuff we're doing right now on our new record and all the new singles we've been dropping, and some of those singles I didn't even play guitar on, like All or Nothing. What was there's that other song I can't remember right now. I didn't even play guitar on that stuff, and I'm telling you, I prefer um, the new direction that El Nino is going into. So yeah, take that to the bank. And so anyway, yeah, I was out in California, and I was asked to go to the new Five Finger Death Punch video shoot, um, and it was incredible, man. I love Five Finger Death Punch, man. Obviously, they have a very very big fan base, um, and I love what they do. If you know me, I like all different styles of music, and a band like Five Finger Death Punch, I think, is definitely metal. They have a very heavy riffing, um, but what I love about them also is that they have a hard rock vibe to them. With Ivan's incredible vocals, I think Ivan is one of the best out there right now, and it was incredible to reconnect with those guys. I haven't seen them since I toured with them back in 2012, um, and it was great, man. It was just really amazing to watch them do their thing in the video and be part, on the set watching their new video. It's a great new song. I'm so stoked that Andy James is playing guitar in Five Finger Death Punch. He's always been one of my favorite guitar players. I've been friends with him for a very long time. I've always kept in touch with him, talking online. Would see him when I would go over to the UK over the years, and I'm so happy for him, man. Big congratulations for him getting that gig, because I think he's adding so much to that band. Um, and he's a great guitar player and an awesome dude. So yeah, it was really great experience this past week going out to LA. And then also while I was out there, Tony Campos and me, I actually crashed at his house for a couple days. He was awesome to me and Little C. We went out there and crashed at his pad out in LA, and did some recording, and it was amazing. It was an incredible experience, man. We worked on a bunch of new songs, and hopefully they'll turn into new Hail the Horn songs. So Edwardian wants to know, was the new El Nino record already finished when I joined? Yes, a lot of it was done. And then I came in and they wanted me to add solos, add some more riffs, some acoustic stuff. So I basically, the record was finished. Most of it was. And I came in and added my vibe onto the record. And it was great. It was really, really good experience getting in there and working with this version of El Nino. It was very much more relaxed. It wasn't like what it used to be back in the day. Definitely a very, very new kind of vibe, and I think it shows on the record, man. So yeah, and the cool thing is, in El Nino, we split publishing equally, which is something new because that never happened when I was in Soulfly, and I clearly was part of the writing process, but whatever, that's in the past, right? But yeah, with El Nino, everything is going really good, man, and we're getting ready to head out to Europe. We're playing with Metallica. Maybe you guys have heard of them before. And we're doing Hellfest with Metallica, and then we're also doing some more shows with Five Finger Death Punch. So yeah, man, nothing but positive, good stuff going on, man. Real good stuff. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. So all right, man. Let's see what we got here, man. I'm sure a lot of you have noticed I've been really, really in a jazz fusion kind of vibe. Um, Maybe I'm going overboard with it. You guys tell me what you want to hear. Make requests. You know me, I'm always down to play whatever you guys want to hear. And but right now, I've definitely been going through like a real jazzy kind of fusion. I've been really working on, as I've been talking, the Eric Johnson influence that I've always been obsessed with and really have been trying to incorporate into my playing these last couple of years. Oh yeah, also, so Revenge Beast, man, we're getting ready to drop our new record, guys. Get ready for it. This stuff is great. Brian C wants to know what are my thoughts on Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's a good question. Oh yes, baby making music, huh? You better believe it. That's a good, man, that's a good question about Red Hot Chili Peppers. I used to be the biggest Red Hot Chili Peppers fan when I was a kid. Specifically, the Mother's Milk record. I was a big fan of John Frusciante's playing on that record. It was very punkish, but funky and very, very Jimi Hendrix influence, which I love. I love Hendrix. I love all the different sides of Hendrix. Turn this off. I loved all the different sides of Jimi Hendrix, and I really liked how Frusciante took that style and ran with that more the under the bridge type Jimi Hendrix, all that type of Fender Strat Hendrix style of playing. I love that style and the funk stuff. I love it. And when Frusciante quit the band, I was pretty bummed out. But I love Navarro too. Dave Navarro. I'm a big fan of his playing. I love Jane's Addiction. I always thought Navarro was great, and I thought he did a great job in the Chili Peppers. I don't know why they never asked him back all those years that John Frusciante quit. That being said, I don't know if you guys ever seen any of those documentaries about him drugged out, John Frusciante. I mean, it's really sad how bad he got into drugs, whatever it was. I don't know exactly what he was on, but I've seen some documentaries. I don't get that stuff. I ain't into drugs. I don't know how people get hooked on that garbage. Um, but I don't know, man. I just, to me, his playing was never the same after he got all strung out. I don't know if it was a muscular thing, I mean, obviously, whatever he was taking, I think really messed him up. Um, but back in the day, I loved Mother's Milk, and I even liked Blood Sugar Sex Magic. I loved the guitar playing. I thought he was very innovative, very also Hendrix influenced. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. The Red Hot Chili Peppers could have made 10 more records like Mother's Milk. I would have bought every one. Um, but I don't know what happened, but they got very, very too poppy for me. Definitely don't dig anything they've done since Blood Sugar Sex Magic. I just don't dig it. Never did. Um, I don't know what. I mean, I guess they're selling a lot of records doing that stuff, so good for them. More power to them if that's what if that is what their goal really was. But the Mother's Milk stuff, I freaking love, man. Love it. So, Breaking Bad series. What's up, Igor? I don't know. I never saw Breaking Bad, dude. So I don't know who you're talking about, man. So yeah, the Uplit Wolf Fuel, whatever Party Plan. That was a good record too. But again, I really liked when Frusciante joined the band on Mother's Milk. It was like Jimi Hendrix on steroids, man. It was crazy, So any of my flamenco artists when touring in Spain? No, not really, man. I saw Paco de Lucia live here in New Jersey. That was incredible, but I never got to meet him. In Spain, nah, man. I don't think I really ever met. That's kind of its own style of music. I always hype up Ben Woods, man. You know, even though he's from America, I just love what that guy does. It's the most authentic I've ever heard flamenco. Um, besides Paco de Lucia live. Um, and I always tell people, go check out Ben Woods. I love what that dude does. I think he's doing the metal flamenco thing authentically. Um, I think the dude's a genius, man. I think he's a genius of our time, a true living legend. I know him personally. He's all about getting better and performing flamenco to the best of his ability. Um, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have checked him out. He's incredible. So go check out Ben Woods, man. He's one of my good buddies. And we've been talking. We've done stuff together. I've done some video work with him. I've done some guest solos on his records, and I know we are talking about maybe doing a tour at some point, like an acoustic guitar type of tour. So let's see what happens, man. I really hope it does happen, because I think the dude is a living legend. I mean, he's freaking insanely talented on the flamenco acoustic guitar, and his vision, the way he mixes metal and flamenco is just freaking incredible. The way he does his renditions of like metal classics, like of like Holy Wars. He did some Dio stuff. He's done some Iron Maiden, with all traditional flamenco techniques and performing the rhythm guitar, the solos with the vocal melody line. It's just, dude, it's genius stuff, man. It's absolutely genius stuff. So go check him out. But as far as like real traditional flamenco players from Spain, I don't really know anybody. I would love to meet some of these guys. I know that's it seems like a very tight knit community. I don't know how much of those real traditional flamenco players are even into metal. I don't know. I know Ben Woods is, so that's my buddy. Go check him out. All right, man. Let's get back to the jamming. Sorry, I had to answer that question about Red Hot Chili Peppers because, again, that Mother's Milk record, I freaking love that record, man. And they could have made 20 more records like that record, and I would have bought every one. But they just kind of lost me. They lost me over the years, But I will say, man, that's just another example of keep away from drugs, man. The hard stuff, all that crap, keep away from it. There's too many examples of people that get strung out on this crap, and it ruins their guitar playing. It ruins it. So it's like, if you love playing guitar, then don't get involved in all that crap because it'll ruin your playing, man. Thank you for those tips too, guys. Whoever sent me over a tip, I appreciate it. Cool. So what's up, everybody? So yeah, man, you know the deal. If you're gonna come on here, hang out with you guys, talk like I usually do. So if you guys have any questions, anything you guys want to talk about, want to know what's going on, now is the time. So yeah, like I said, getting ready to head out to Europe for 3 shows, 3 or 4 shows with El Nino. El Nino. 2022 El Nino. And we are playing with Five Finger Death Punch out in Bulgaria. Can't wait to see those guys again. And then we're opening up for a little band called Metallica. Maybe you heard of them. So yeah, we're doing Hellfest with Metallica. And then I think we got like 1 or 2 headlining gigs out in the UK, which should be fun. I haven't been out there in a long time, so we'll see how that goes, man. Um, and then more dates should be announced soon. So pretty stoked, man. You know, we're coming through, crushing, and having a great time doing it, man. So awesome. So yeah, man. If you guys got any questions, now this is the time to ask your boy whatever you want to ask. Nothing is too taboo. Now's the time. Shoot. So yeah, I got back from Nam. I had went to Nam. Didn't do any performance really. I played a gig the day after Nam out in Santa Ana. That was a good time. Hi, Little C. What type of guitar does that Marker Gibson SG? This is a tribute SG. It's a gift from the beautiful Little C from CSMY Productions, and it's a beautiful SG, man. I'm obsessed with it. I basically have come to the realization that I love Gibson SGs. I love any guitar shaped like an SG. Always have. Um, I just want to play that shape from here on out. I'm obsessed with it. I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels. I'm very comfortable on a Gibson SG. Um, so that's basically that's it. You know, it's a one of a kind SG. You damn right. um, so yeah, that's the plan. You know. Are we going to make up any day now? You know what, dude? It doesn't even matter to me as far as making up. As far as like ever working with that dude again, no, I would never work with him again. Just for ability. That's it. That's all it is, really. I don't even care. It's nothing personal anymore. That was a very long time ago. Um, there was a time when we were buddies. You know, that was a long time ago. Um, Now at this point, I've really have come to a point. I think now with music and playing that I'm not just going on stage with anybody anymore. I want to make sure that the people to the left and the right of me, and whoever's on stage, that they're giving 100%. For a long time, I put myself in this situation and situations um, where I was playing, you know, and not really properly getting the credit for my playing. And I'm not doing that no more. I refuse to do that, you know. So I want to make sure that everybody is giving 100% and their ability is well deserved. And Marcos, our new singer in El Nino, is definitely that guy, man. He's spot on. Um, Dude shows up prepared. You know, he's ready to rock out on stage. And for me, that's the kind of people I want to work with, man. Um, I refuse to work with people that aren't going to go up there and give 100%. So, boom, there it is. So, yeah, pickups. On this SG, these are just stock pickups. I do love EMG. I am a diehard EMG fan. I think they're the best. I've been offered to use other pickups over the years, and I always really cheese and rice. And I always come back to EMG, man. I just love them. I just think you can put EMGs in a lower end model guitar, and it's still gonna sound great, man. I swear by EMG pickups. But when it comes to Gibsons, I like their stock pickups, man. I like that tone, that old school bluesy 70s vibe. So I don't really like to change the pickups. In this SG, I use this guitar only for my solo gigs and specifically locally. I don't want to fly with this guitar. I was told I'm not allowed to use it. So, um, well, right on, Guillermo. Thank you for your support, my friend. Um, anyway, so this SG, my tribute brown SG that I just played. I won't change the pickups in it. I'm very happy with what came Gibson stock in it. Um, when I get some more SGs in, I may put some EMGs in some of them. I think for El Nino, I definitely want to have EMG tone. For metal stuff, I definitely like my EMGs. Um, but for my solo project, I like getting all different kinds of tones. I definitely like more passive pickups. Although EMG has been, they make passive pickups now. I think they have for a while. So I plan on putting those in some of my guitars soon too. Gauge strings, I like tens. I like to keep my guitars to standard tuning. If I go lower than that, I'll use the 7 string. If I go even lower than that, um, sorry, it's the fire alarm in town. Must be a fire somewhere. Um, then I'll use the drop tuner pedal because I don't like really having too thick of strings because I want it to be comfortable and playability. I don't like anything too thick, and I don't like tuning lower than E standard or a 7 string B standard on a 7 string. Um, I don't like that feel of thick strings and tuned lower than that. It just gets sloppy sounding. Bending notes don't bend in tune properly, in my opinion. So I've been using that Digitech drop tuner pedal for El Nino. I used it for years in Soulfly also. Um, but as you probably know, my solo stuff is all in standard. I really like standard tuning. I like that old school thrash sound, classic metal sound. And that's what we tune in Hail the Horns also. We're doing all standard tuning too. Because we're going for more of that classic thrash type of vibe. So, what else, guys? Any more questions, man? Before I get out of here? Shoot, now's the time to ask questions. Do it. So, yeah, man, I love the new sound, the direction we're going. Again with El Nino, I think Marcos is killing it. I love his vibe. I like his lyrical content. I like his melodies. Um, to me, it just sounds harder. It's tougher what he's doing than what we've done in the past. It's just a tougher, harder sound. I think Marcos is more of a metalhead. Honestly, man, I think he's more of a metalhead um, than our old singer. I think it's just so much more metal sounding. How many hearts does an octopus have? I have no idea. I don't know. It's a good question, Little C. Good question. I know how many a chinchilla has. Yeah, so I just that new sound that Marcos brought to the table, man. That's something I wanted to be part of. When I heard what they were doing with Marcos, I'm like, yo, this is great. This is the vibe I like. I like that more metal, more harder edge um, sound that he's bringing to the table, and his melodies are a lot more, melodic, but not I don't know, just heavier. I think Marcos is just more into thrash metal. I think he's more of a metalhead. I think he's more into classic metal, and that's definitely the vibe that we're going for, man. So it's great. It's exciting to work with Marcos, man, because I am a big fan of his work, especially his band Shattered Sun. I thought they were freaking awesome, man. I used to watch those guys every night on tour. Mm-hmm. What else, man? You guys got any more questions before I get out of here? It's that time. I'm going to the park to work out. I'll probably do some workout videos again soon. For any of you that are interested, um, hit me up because I'll be doing those a lot more too. So, yo, Orlando, what's good, man? How are you, dude? Yeah, who's ready to see my NAM experience? We're getting ready to drop that video and some videos from my live gig from the other night. The OG jungle style. I don't know what that is, man. Yo, Orlando, tell Suffocation, tell those guys I said what's up. Suffocation's one of my favorite death metal bands of all time, man. Definitely one of my favorites. Those guys I just think were so cutting edge and invented their own style of death metal, man. That I've always been a huge fan of, man. So, all right, man. I just want to come on and say what's up today. Like I said, follow my schedule. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll be coming on here live every day at like about 6:30. If I miss it, sorry, man. Sometimes I'm busy and I just got stuff going on and wasn't able to get to it. But I'll make it up. But those are definitely the days I'll be on here live to say what's up to you guys or from the road or wherever I am at the time. So yeah, I toured with Suffocation back in like 2016, I think it was, with Soulfly. That was incredible, man. Hung out with those guys every day, man. Tell those dudes I said what's up. Those are my boys, man. I love Suffocation, man. They were nothing but a good time touring with them, and you know that was one of those tours, man. Um, um, I watched Suffocation from the side of the stage like every night, man. You know, just incredible, man. Just incredible watching them shred out and play super tight and care about putting on a professional show, man. It just I would sit on side stage and I don't do that too often, honestly. There's only been a few tours where I really like watch the bands that are on the tour, and Suffocation was one of those tours, man. Definitely. So, buongiorno, pianeta terra, buongiorno. All right, guys, listen, I'm getting ready to get out of here, man. All right, keep in touch, man. Everyone have a great night. Peace.